Welcome everyone to the 2025 Prevagen U.S. Figure Skating Championships. We're in Wichita, Kansas, in the heartland of the United States, right on the banks of the Arkansas River. And it is time for the pairs free skate. I'm five-time U.S. champion Ben Augusto, and with me is three-time U.S. champion and world silver medalist Ashley Wagner. We are here in Intrust Bank Arena in Wichita, Kansas. We've had a great week of figure skating and a full day of amazing athletic achievements here. And now it's time for the pairs to finish their competition. Here are the standings coming into this free skate. Ellie, Kam, and Daniil O'Shea, the reigning national champions, holding on to that first spot in the short program. And Emily Chan and Spencer Howe, not too close behind them, but making their bid as well. Here's the rest of the standing in that short program. As we wait for the first group to take the ice for their warm-up in this free skate. Here is the starting order for group number one. And we'll have group number two after that. Then an ice resurface, and then group number three for those medals and the chance to represent the United States on the world team at this very important World Championships coming up in Boston in March, where the results there will determine how many slots the U.S. has to the Winter Olympic Games coming up in 2026 in Milan Cortina.
Okay, folks, let's bring on first group of competitors. Representing the Skating Club of New York, Linzy, Fitzpatrick and Behringer. Representing the Balazs Skating Club and the Seattle Skating Club, and Neudecker. Representing the Keyton and Chapman Skating Club and the Patriot Figure Skating Club, Cooke and Bedard. Representing the Broad Skating Club and the St. Louis Ice Skating Club, Nica, Digerness and Sadusky.
And the first group starts their 6-minute warm-up. Here is that skate order for group number one. U.S. figure skating allows a maximum of 4 paired teams on a warm-up for safety reasons.
Digerness and Sadusky will be up next. They're making their 3rd straight trip to the U.S. Championships. And Nica, truly a cat. Look at that throw, the way she's able to really pull that running edge out of it. So impressive. They were 7th at this event last season.
And a really scary incident yesterday on their day off in between competition. Nica was in the car with her dad and they were rear-ended. Went to the hospital to get checked out. She seems to be okay. Said she has a little bit of whiplash, a little bit of a headache, but she is good to go. These pair women are very tough. They are thrown way up in the air and they take some incredible falls. So glad that she is okay here.
Totally fearless. So glad that she went and got herself checked out as well.
Absolutely. Able to compete here in the free skate.
One element to look out for from this team, they've been working very hard on their side-by-side triple Salchows. And it's those singles elements. One thing that I've noticed a lot in my time covering pairs, making that transition from singles to pairs, no matter how long it's been, it's a completely different timing, the single elements compared to the throws. And so then you might do one jump that feels very similar. You're doing a triple sow and a throw sow. The timing is completely different for 2 jumps that are technically the same jump. So it can be really challenging to maintain that quality with the singles elements, and Nica and Mark have been putting a ton of work into that side-by-side Salchow.
And if you think about the way that sports build your body in a certain way, you can imagine a power lifter, the way their physique is built versus a rhythmic gymnast. Pair skaters need to have the power of the power lifter to be able to withstand the forces of both the twist and the throws, but then they also have to be able to do the jumps. And you see the difference in the body type of a single skater versus a pair skater. It's a very difficult task that they're asked to do, having to do a lot of different aspects of figure skating all at the same time.
Competitors, this warm-up is in. This is the ice.
The first warm-up group of skaters now heading off the ice as we get started with this free skate event here in Wichita.
On the ice now, and representing the Skating Club of New York, please welcome Linzy, Fitzpatrick and Behringer.
Starting off this event, Linzy, Fitzpatrick, and Keyton Behringer. She's 24, he's 26. They were 10th at the 2024 U.S. Championships, and they're sitting in 12th coming into this free skate. They're skating to selections from Pirates of the Caribbean, choreographed by their coach, Jim Peterson.
Started with their triple twist. It was a little crotchy in the short, and no problem today.
Look, you see his arms went down all the way to his side. That is direction turn and reversing to the comfortable way.
For this team, after the short program that they started this event with, this was so much better for them. Ben, what did you think?
I thought they came out, they attacked everything they did. They didn't look like they were holding back. And really, very nice quality, some beautiful moments. That Russian split from the two of them, a big highlight for me. And a couple of their elements with a negative grade of execution being applied from the judges on how they actually performed that element, but overall, very nice skate for them.
Ladies and gentlemen, as the technical
I think that they approached this program in a way that was really smart. They had the option of either doing a side-by-side triple sow or a side-by-side double. They opted to go for the easier double, but go for the elements that you know you're going to stand up on, know that you are going to feel good completing under pressure. So I thought they were really smart. She said, not today, I'm standing up.
Look
Good
at
for
how
Linzy.
low she was, incredible.
Pair girls are fearless.
Yes, they are, and very strong. This lift rotating his opposite.
Hi guys.
Hi everyone
Hi,
who's
Mom.
watching.
Hi Dad, hi Allie, Chris.
Dustin, Leia.
Everybody in Arctic Edge, we miss you.
Everybody.
Max and Val.
And the scores for Fitzpatrick and Behringer
In
this free skate.
95.53
95.53 and a total competition score of 139.78 to start off this free skate event at the U.S. Championships.
They're here competing on behalf of the Broadmoor Skating Club and the Seattle Skating Club. Let's welcome now Grace Hans and Danny Neudecker.
Taking the ice, Grace Hans and Danny Neudecker. She's 24, he is 28. They train in Colorado Springs, Colorado. They're in 11th place coming into this free skate. They're skating to Fix You by Coldplay, choreographed by Jessica Mancini.
frustrating skate today for Grace and Danny. Obviously not at all how they would have wanted that to go. And just watching them, it looked like their timing just from the top was a little bit off, and it can be so hard to bring that back into your program and find your sense of calm, especially once you start making mistakes. A national stage is so hard to skate on, and just sometimes it's not your day.
I see them on the ice almost every day, and practice is really hard. Training is hard.
And a really, really tough. So hard, and that's what can be so frustrating in this kind of a position, because no athlete wants to go out and skate like that. It's a horrible feeling, and then to sit and wait for your scores when they know they aren't going to be what they want, it's not fun. And you just always have to go back to the basics and remember these athletes work so hard. They want it so bad, and sometimes just universally it's not someone's day.
Their coach there, Larry Ibarra, fantastic pair skater himself, incredible technician, and has really done a great job with them over the course of this season, keeping them on track moving forward so they could be here at this event.
Just makes me want to go and give her a big hug, though, because we've all been there. We all know what that feels like.
And the scores for Grace Hans and Danny Neudecker in the free skate.
Their free skating score is 75.18.
75.18 for a total of 120.92. Puts them into second place.
They represent the Elite Edge Skating Club and the Patriot Figure Skating Club. About a warm Wichita welcome for Sydney Cooke and Matthew Kennedy.
Taking center ice, Sydney Cooke and Matthew Kennedy. She's 22, he is 23. They train in Newark, Delaware. They are the 2024 U.S. Junior Bronze medalists.
Sydney and Matthew are opening up this program with a planned double twist. their final throw. Triple out, unable to hang on to that element. Stopping, hopefully right at the end of the music. It is possible to get a 1-point deduction if you stop too late. That being said, today was a solid outing for this team. They're going to have a few of their elements that are going to be reviewed by the judging panel, but a newer team getting their elements together, getting used to each other's timing. I think that the way that they attacked this program really worked for them. And it's a great vehicle for them.
Yeah, nice choreography, some really beautiful movements at the beginning. Program choreographed by Colin McManus. And I like the way they built their speed into their first few elements, really flying into that twist. Setting the stage nicely here at the beginning.
So they opened up with a double twist. He's a bit newer to pair skating, so the timing of a twist really challenging for both athletes to figure out. So going with the double, if it's more reliable, is a really smart and safe option for them. It worked out. Is side-by-side double axel. She threw herself into that with so much power that she actually sent herself a little bit too far around and couldn't check it.
Here was this lasso lift, and I was a little scared. You see, her body weight center of gravity is a little bit behind his, and that can be so dangerous if he wasn't so much bigger. And here this throw flip, you see, he has to actually be very gentle because he is so much taller. He just stands up, and if he's still holding her, she's already quite far off the ground. And again, a little scary with the feet. You see how his steps are not quite as smooth and controlled as they need to be. So more of those pair skills that he'll continue to work on. But made it through.
Not bad.
Really not bad.
Do you need to tell?
It's going to get minuses, but I did learn it.
So here's a look at benchmark scores in the free skate. A good skate, 110 to 120. Great, we're looking at 120 to 130, and phenomenal, 130 plus.
Ooh.
Phenomenal, think Alexa Knierim, Brandon Fraser, US world champions.
Let's look for some of those scores today. That would be great.
I would love to see that.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's why we had to run full.
So just waiting for the technical panel to finish reviewing the elements they needed to see again so they can certify those scores in the system. We've said it before and we'll say it again.
Yeah.
Your elements very, very rarely look better in slow motion. on the tech panel screen, so you want to make it as clear as possible. Everything you do, squeaky clean, no questions.
Not enough time.
Here are the scores for Sydney Cook.
And the scores for Sydney Cooke and Matthew Kennedy in their free skate, 91.88. There's a 1 point deduction there for a fall, and a 147.31 total puts them into first place in their first senior appearance at the National Championships.
Leading on behalf of Broadmoor Skating Club and the St. Moritz Ice Skating Club, a nice welcome please for Nica Digerness and Mark Sadusky.
Taking the ice, Nica Digerness and Mark Sadusky. She's 24, he is 26. They train in Colorado Springs, skating to I Just Died in Your Arms by Hidden Citizens.
Mexico triple toe.
Huge ice coverage on that throw.
Nails that throw triple south. cool exit of that spin to finish. I love that.
What a skate for Nica, Digerness, and Sadusky. They were 8th in 2023. They were 7th in 2024. She just got in a car accident yesterday.
Oh, I'm so happy for them. They just looked so relaxed. And it was really nice to see that hard work that they put in pay off too, and to watch them trust themselves as athletes. That was a great skate for them.
And I love that Mark can barely lift his arms to bow. That is the sign that you put everything into your performance, nothing left.
Leave nothing out there on the ice, and they just did exactly that.
I actually choreographed this program with my wife and amazing choreographer for Amber Glenn, Catherine Hill. And
You fought so well.
it is so fun to see them bring it to life, trying to make sure that those singles elements have the proper setup. They've been working so hard on them.
Look at that height there on the twist, though. A really secure element for them. Side-by-side combination. They were perfectly in sync, drifted a little far away from each other. That affects their GOE.
It's a scary change of position for Nica. She's blind to where she's going. Mark hanging on, a little scary there. But look at the size of this throw triple sow.
And she's a cat. She hangs on. That was a great element for them.
He basically threw her over a Toyota Corolla. Fantastic flexibility from Nica up there. And here are the scores for Nica Digerness and Sadusky. 102.29 in the free skate for a total of 159.31 into first place.
What a great skate for this team.
So here are the current standings after the first group in the pairs free skate. Nica Digerness and Sadusky out in front with a 159.31. As Group 2 takes the ice for their announcement and the beginning of their 6-minute warm-up.
Representing the skate club of Boston and the Broadmoor Skating Club, Naomi Williams and Lewer. Representing the Chicago Figure Skating Club and the Northern Ice Skating Club, Isabelle and Bedard. And representing the Skate Club of New York, Audrey Shin and Balazs. Your 6-minute run begins now.
And they're off. Almost looks like a synchronized pair warm-up exercise. Just go around.
They did not do a good job at spreading out, did they? Up first in this group, Ellie, Korytek, and Timmy Chapman. They are the 2023 U.S. Junior Pairs champions. This is their second straight appearance at Senior Nationals here in Wichita. They were 8th last year. And really Coming out of such a fun short program, skating to Michael Jackson, the crowd was so into it. They had a blast with it. They were so musical. Naomi Williams and Lachlan Lewer will follow them. This is going to be their senior debut. And I feel like, Ben, you need to tell the audience what they said.
Oh, they're the sweetest. I saw Naomi downstairs warming up. I asked her how she was feeling, and she said that she was 50% excited, 50% nervous, but that by the time they got out on the ice for warm-up, she would probably be 85% excited and only 15% nervous. And then by the time the music starts, she would probably be back to 50-50. So just so much energy. They could not wait to get out on the ice here to perform. The most positive kids, young adults you'll meet.
I love that. Not even bothered in the slightest by a little mistake. Up next, Isabelle Martins and Ryan Bedard. They were 6th at this event last year. They were 8th at the Grand Prix in Japan. In their short program, had a weird little stumble in their footwork sequence, but other than that, honestly looked really good. It's been an exciting week of pair skating so far. These teams have really looked very solid, so I'm excited to see what they're able to put out here today in Wichita. A brand new team here at the U.S. Championships. They made their international debut at Golden Spin of Zagreb in early December, where they finished 3rd in both segments. So a really exciting and promising finish for this team, especially internationally. Currently sitting in 5th place.
And did you see the size of that warm-up single twist? Oh my goodness.
Audrey is new to pair skating. She actually competed in this event in the women's event last year in Columbus, and to have her here on this ice in Wichita as a pair skater, it's kind of surreal. I grew up training with Audrey as a single skater, and she definitely has the tenacity that you need to make that transition into pair skating. She is very fierce, and this just suits her so well. Warming up their throw now. It can be a huge change in your timing as a single skater versus a throw.
Yeah, that timing of a jump. Single skater, you've trained that timing of take off, pull in, check out and land. It's bam, bam, bam. It's so quick, and it's part of your DNA at a certain point, at a certain level. And then to change that where the throw, there's more hang time, more height, coming down with even more force. And so having to relearn all of that she has already learned and committed.
So impressive. Now, throughout this event and this U.S. Championships, you've heard us talking about the judges going back and looking at elements. When we say that, we really are talking about this tech panel and their job specifically at every single figure skating competition is to watch the elements, review them for cleanliness, and assign elements a level if appropriate. And they're responsible for really putting to paper what the athletes are going out and competing, and from there sent off to the judges so they can assign their grade of execution.
Yeah, there are actually 2 panels evaluating these skaters. There's the panel of judges, and they are sitting down right behind the boards there, right at ice level.
So the judges are in that front row, and then you have the technical caller, the technical specialist.
3 technical officials up in the level above them, 2 technical specialists and 1 technical controller, and their job is to identify the element and assign the base value. So they would say that was a twist level 4 based on all the criteria. And then the judges, they assign a grade of execution score, and that can be all the way up to +5 or all the way down to -5. And that is based on how well the element was executed. So there's a whole list of criteria on how these athletes can rack up positive grade of execution points, or if they make mistakes, how they will lose some points. And so those two sets of judges and tech panel are how you're seeing these scores come up at the end of the day.
They're doing the math.
Lots of maths being done.
Lots of math and figure skating.
On the ice now, representing the Skating Club of New York, please welcome Ellie, Korytek, and Timmy Chapman.
So starting off Group 2, 16-year-old Ellie Korytek and 24-year-old Timmy Chapman. They train in Los Angeles, California. They're skating to Hit the Road Jack, choreographed by John Kerr.
They have found such a great match in their choreographer, creating so many special moments for this team. They're getting started with their triple twist. Yeah. So much power. Double axel. Double axel. A little bit forward, but hanging on to that third triple south.
Very difficult entry into that lasso lift and excellent speed of rotation.
want to come back no more.
And a really solid skate for this team. They're a team that does still have a lot of room to grow. There's still some work left to be done, but for what they put out today, it's something that they should be really happy with. They are going to have a couple of their elements under review by that tech panel that we were just talking about. They're gonna lose some grade of execution, but overall, a fairly solid skate.
Yeah, they started with a ton of speed, massive twist, and you know, you gotta be careful when you put British ice dance champion John Kerr in the mix with some pair skaters. He's gonna give them some crazy things to do. And those two lift entrances, those had me holding on to my seat there, especially that second one.
Good job, man. Good fight on.
So getting into this program, they opened up with a triple twist. Great height. He had time to bring his arms all the way down to his side. Exactly what you're looking for in a twist. Their side-by-side element, this double axel. Not perfect in their timing. Ellie did get a little swingy, but hanging on, a really great accomplishment for them there. Dipping down there, not able to carry out with as much flow as you would want, but this.
Yeah, look at this. Pull through the blind grab for her. He jumps her up there, and this, I was holding my breath. Losing a lot of speed getting onto the toes, but beautiful exit. Interesting, unique. You don't see that from a lot of pair teams. Very effective in the program.
World Pairs champion Brandon Fraser, who helps coach this team.
He didn't look stressed, so that's
Not
good.
in the slightest. Always a good thing to see a relaxed coach.
And the scores for Ellie, Korytek, and Timmy Chapman in the free skate. 108.31 for a total of 165.85. That puts them into first place.
Thank you.
They represent the Skating Club Boston and the Brockmore Skating Club. Let's welcome to the ice, Naomi Williams and Lachlan Lewer.
Well, she said she would probably be 50% excited, 50% nervous at this point. They both look pretty calm. 18-year-old Naomi Williams, 21-year-old Lachlan Lewer. Skating to Eleanor Rigby, choreographed by their coach, Drew Meekins.
They begin with their triple twist. Massive element. Working through their combination with no trouble. Beautiful lift, perfectly timed with the music, so dramatic. Just getting swept away by that triple sow. opportunity to bring it back, and she does just that. Extension on this lift. A little bit of a timing mismatch on that lift, unable to continue on through it. Oh, Ben.
So close. That program started out so well. And throughout, just great energy, great execution on almost everything. That last lift, I was looking at the clock. It was 3 minutes and 45 seconds out of a 4 minute 10-second program going into that last lift so hard. Wondering how are they going to do that, and it proved to be a problem.
And this is a really difficult piece of music to skate to because it builds and builds and builds, and this team clearly hears the music. I mean, Naomi is so expressive, and you really feel that in their lifts. They're such a highlight. I love watching them skate through lifts because she's just so bright.
Her positions are gorgeous, and he is so strong and secure in his technique. I never feel any sense of unease watching his turns as his feet rotate in that lift.
You're comfortable watching that.
Very comfortable. This opening twist, they were flying into it. Forget about Eleanor Rigby. This is Naomi in the sky with diamonds.
A really great element for them in their side-by-side combination. So the triple toe, very easy, single axel. And they finish off with a double axel. A little bit of a problem here, this side-by-side triple sow. She is going to receive an under rotation for that. She didn't get all the way around. Really nice strength there on that throw double loop. But that extension, Ben, is gorgeous.
And then look at Lachlan's feet as he's doing these turns, picking them up, but just enough so he doesn't catch an edge. Going to the next strangler. This last lift. He's got her over his head, changing position, just maybe missed the grab there to get his right hand on her hip. Couldn't keep it up there, but came out safely. That is something these pair teams have to train, how to bail out of a lift safely, how to bring her down to the shoulder. Each lift has its own way out to make sure that they can avoid some catastrophic injuries. And here is the score for Naomi Williams and Lachlan Lewer. 107.18 in the free skate for a total of 166.08, putting them into first place.
Love you, Mom. Thank you.
Here in their senior debut at U.S. Championships.
They represent the Chicago Figure Skating Club and the Northern Ice Skating Club. Warm welcome now for Isabelle Martins and Ryan Bedard.
Taking the ice, Isabelle Martins and Ryan Bedard. She's 18, he is 24. They train in Irvine, California, skating to Hallelujah, choreographed by 2025 Hall of Fame inductee Renee Roca.
Final throw here, throw triple loop. She heads on. some moments of brilliance and some moments where you really just kind of felt for them, and those mistakes are going to add up. Right now, the majority of their elements are currently under review. You want to be so squeaky clean and easy to judge, and today was not their best. They looked like they were holding it bit back today. Ben, what do you think?
Yeah, you know, I just want to highlight these pair free skate programs are so incredibly physically difficult. 11 elements. It is a lot of elements. The lifts are very hard. The twist, the throw, a lot of explosive power required. And yeah, stamina becomes a real issue at the end of the program.
And I think that's a little bit of what we saw here today. They opened up with this triple twist, but look, she crashes down into his shoulder. She should be getting caught. She's trying a triple, she rotates more than he does, he pops it into a double. So even though she did a triple and fell, they're only going to get credit for the double, and then they lose the point for her fall.
Look at this beautiful twizzle entrance. Twizzle
I love this so much.
Around.
And right into the spin. It was such a unique transition, and that's what you can really do to help set yourself apart in pair skating, those intricate connecting steps. Throw triple loop here. Putting that foot down, she's not able to really support all that momentum and that energy coming out.
Here's this last lift, another through the legs intro, turning the other way for him. He has to stop that rotation while they change position, and then here her weight got ahead of him. He couldn't hold on to it, had to bring it down. You can see just gassed. It's so difficult.
In singles, we talk about the bonus that you'll get after the second half mark of the program. That does not exist in pair skating because they do not want to encourage these athletes to stack these programs at the end because it's simply too dangerous.
It is. These women are easily 12 to 15 feet in the air in those lifts. On the twist, it's like he's catching her falling out of a second-story window. So yeah, a lot of potential for catastrophic injury when things go wrong in this sport. So very glad that they're safe. They made it through. And they'll just, they'll go home and they'll train a little bit extra next time. And I have no doubt that they train very hard already.
Judges going back and reviewing all of these elements. From what we can tell, a lot of their elements are going to have a negative grade of education and execution.
And the scores for Isabelle Martins and Ryan Bedard in their free skate, 96.44 and a total of 158.27, putting them into fourth place.
Let's be tough. You guys are tough.
On behalf of the Skating Club of New York, nice welcome, please, for Audrey.
You hear Coach Bruno Marcotte saying, "You're tough. Let's do this." Audrey Shin and Balazs in their debut as a couple here at U.S. Championships. They're in 5th place coming in to this free program. Skating to River Flows in You, choreographed by Drew Meekins.
triple loop.
Look at how secure that lift was. Smooth, confident, beautiful position.
as a pairs.
Amazing. I'm going to finish that sentence for you. It's her first season as a pair skater. Audrey Shin and Balazs. Beautiful performance here in the free skate at the U.S. Championship, their first season together. The amount of trust that they have developed with each other in such a short amount of time. Everybody watching, think about, is there anybody in your life that you would let do to you what is happening out here?
No.
It's incredible. And after such a short amount of time, clearly Balazs has a lot of skill. He's got a lot of experience, but they need to get that time together, that experience together. Big hug from Coach Judo Marcotte.
Some silly things, but a lot of good stuff. That throw loop, Audrey. Wow.
Commenting on that throw loop.
Audrey was telling us how much she loves competing with a partner. She feels like it's easier and it's more fun than competing alone. And it looks like this really does just feel so much more natural to her, watching her and covering her over the last couple of seasons as a singles athlete. It looked like she just lost a little bit of her momentum, but this has invigorated her as an athlete. She has such a great partner in Balazs, such a great
confident and dynamic they are. And very quick thinking on their feet, deciding to do the double twist. It didn't quite have the height, not quite the snap on that takeoff. If she had continued to pull in for a triple, she could have hit him very badly with her elbow on the way down, right on his face. It's a terrible accident that can happen on a twist, and they knew exactly
they got a
what
positive
to do.
grade of execution too. So at that point, if you're playing the numbers game, if you're going to get more points for an easier element, do that. Always go for an element that is going to go in the green.
That's where the grade of execution is such a great addition to the scoring system. It rewards quality. So maybe not the highest level of difficulty, but the quality is there, and that needs to be rewarded. So a very exciting start to the career for this brand new team.
It must be so surreal for Audrey to be sharing the kiss and cry with so many people.
I can't tell you how many times competing with Tanith Belbin-White when I was out there on the ice and I was nervous to be able to squeeze her hand made such a difference. Here are the scores for Audrey Shin and Balazs 120.61 in this free skate. Look at her face. And 182.67 total into first place by a massive lead.
He told me he did a lot of good stuff.
He told them they could do it. Well, that was a great way to end that second group. Here are the current standings after groups 1 and 2. Audrey Shin and Balazs way out in front. Naomi Williams, Lachlan Lewer sitting in second. And Ellie, Korytek, and Timmy Chapman rounding out that top 3. So we're going to take a quick break here as the Zamboni comes out and cleans the ice. We'll be right back with Group 3 as we finish off this pairs free skate. Don't go away.
Representing the skate club of Boston, Alisa and Misha. Also representing the skate club of Boston,
Hello everyone and welcome back to the pairs free skate at the 2025 Prevagen US Figure Skating Championships in Wichita, Kansas. We have Group 3, the final group on the ice, ready to start their 6-minute warm-up as we get closer to crowning our newest pair champion and setting that world team for pairs for the United States. So here is the start order for Group 3. In this pairs free skate, a lot of big names. We're gonna see a lot of high-flying acrobatics. It's gonna be really exciting.
So true. Ben, the US team only has 2 world spots this year, and so I would say all 4 of these teams are vying for those 2 spots. And it really is anyone's game. It was a fantastic short program. These athletes are all fairly close together. Lots of room to move on up. Starting off this group will be Katie McBeath and Daniil Parkman. They teamed up in May of 2023. They were 5th at this event last year, so they're already moving upwards, which is really exciting for them. Their short program was so lovely and just such an improvement from the season before, so really nice to see them continuing that upward trajectory. They were 7th at Skate America this year. They were 5th at the Grand Prix in China. So already starting to see some international success. Up next will be Alisa Efimova and Misha Mitrofanov. I love this team. I'm so excited about this team, and I think that they are so good. They were second at the national championships last year, third at their Grand Prix at Ski in America, fourth at the Grand Prix in France. They can struggle a little bit on their singles elements, but I have to say, I see this team often in Boston. They work so hard. They put in the work, and they just keep on getting better and better. I feel like their ceiling, they're not even close to what they're going to be capable of, and that makes them so exciting to me.
And they are currently sitting in third place by 7/100ths of a point. Basically, they're just tied for third. Tied for second, I should say.
We have Emily Chan and Spencer Howe. They finished 5th at Worlds back in 2023. They had to withdraw from the national championships last year. They were named to the world team based on their international success. They found themselves in 12th place after that. This short program, though, it was a glimmer of what we've seen from them in the past. They are such a beautiful team to watch. Their lifts are absolutely exquisite, and when they really hit those pairs elements, they are just so memorable.
And they really have incredible skating skills as well. Lovely knee action, beautiful extensions, great deep edges. And last season, they did win the short program before withdrawing. Spencer had shoulder surgery and was just not trained yet to be able to compete that free skate last year at the US Championships.
But already this warm-up, you just see a complete difference in speed and confidence, and I love to see it. Rounding out this group, currently sitting in first place, are reigning national champions Ellie, Kam, and Daniil O'Shea. They are seeking back-to-back titles here, and if they accomplish that, they will be the first team to do so since Marissa Castelli and Simon Schnapp back in 2014.
Defending that championship, such a hard challenge. It's hard enough to win it the first time. Defending it even harder, but they're up to the task. They looked fantastic in their short program, and they have an 8-point lead currently coming into this free skate. So that will definitely give them some padding as they go towards their second US title.
They just created such a magical moment. Every element was so crisp and clean, and they had the time and the mental awareness to be able to really just hang on to every moment. And as a viewer, I just was able to sit back and relax. And sometimes in pairs, it can be really difficult to do that. And so when you have a team that really starts to come into their own, believe in themselves, and trust in their training, it's just so lovely to watch.
And they have just outstanding lifts. Danny is such a strong technician when it comes to lifts. Ellie, new to pairs, but so strong and learns so fast. Incredibly brave, going for all of the new things she's been learning the technique on. And they have some really innovative lifts, difficult ways in and out. Really fun to watch, and adding up a lot of points when it comes to their grade of execution scores as well.
Misha going over lift timing. And Ellie and Danny, they do have a huge lead, but the way that this shakes out, I mean, one element can really make up that difference. So it's anyone's game for the top of the podium. In this national championships, it's not the only criteria being used to decide the world team, but it is a major part of what the selection committee is going to look at when they're naming the world team.
Danny and Ellie warming up their throw. Throw's probably the most challenging element for Ellie to get comfortable with, coming from her singles background, and that different timing of the checkout and the landing that we've been talking about with other couples. So we'll definitely be watching that element closely for them in their performance. So the final group finishing their warm-up. As 30-year-old Katie McBeath and 25-year-old Daniil Parkman ready themselves for their free skate performance.
On the ice now, representing the Winterhurst Figure Skating Club and the Skating Club of New York. Please welcome Katie McBeath and Daniil Parkman.
They were 5th last year at the U.S. Championships. 7th at Skate America, 5th at Grand Prix China. They're skating to Perte by Josh Groban, choreography by Nikolai Morozov.
Wow.
Wow is
I
right.
love that program. Of course, there's the mistake on the side-by-side element. I don't care. They were so beautiful to watch. Their pairs elements were just so simply stunning.
Soaring. This program soars. They have so much speed across the ice. It has all the drama. It has the romance and the high-flying acrobatics. The height she gets on that twist at the opening is incredible.
The pairs event is always so interesting for me to call because I see a lot of the women I used to compete against in the pairs event, and it's so nice to see because it just is like maybe she was always meant to just do pairs. So fabulous.
Look at this lift. Beautiful extension, and then 1 foot. Hold, hold, hold.
I mean, the balance. It's so impressive. And just the way she carries herself through these lifts, she looks so light. The energy she has pulling upward and out makes it a stunning element for them. Looking at total program benchmark scores, a good program 180 to 190, a great program 190 to 200, and phenomenal 200 plus for this team. They were sitting at around 173 at the John Nix Pairs Challenge. Let's see if they can boost themselves up.
Well, here is the free skate score for Katie McBeath and Daniil Parkman, 127.65. for a total of 190.57, puts them into first place. A look of shock on his face. I'm not shocked. That was spectacular.
They compete on behalf of the Skating Club of Boston. Let's welcome Alisa Efimova and Misha Mitrofanov.
Taking the ice, 25-year-old Alisa Efimova and 27-year-old Misha Mitrofanov. They train at the Skating Club of Boston. They are the reigning U.S. silver medalists.
their feet here in Wichita.
Massive ovation for Alisa, Efimova, and Misha Mitrofanov with an incredible free skate performance.
Wow. Oh, when athletes cry, it makes my cold, icy heart thaw just a little bit.
Oh, I have chills.
That was a nationals moment. What a magnificent skate from this team. They remind me of a 90s pair team in the best of ways.
Yes. Reminiscent of the great Gordiev and Grinkov, the way they look on the ice, the way they fly across the ice surface.
I was speaking with their coach, Olga Ganicheva, and she was telling me that Alisa really reminds her of Gordieva in the way that she practices and performs. And I mean, what higher compliment can you be paid?
None. Wow. So on our monitor here, where we can see the scores come through, only one element coming through with any sort of negative grade of execution score.
I mean, the height, she's got nothing but time up there. He has so much control. Their side-by-side element here, they put a lot of work into the side-by-side element. It's not always the most comfortable for them. She fights through and does exactly what she needs to do. It is going to go under review, that final double axel, a little bit under, but she brings it back. They both do.
Down, teeny things, but wow, carrying so much speed in and out. Look at the height, look at the landing.
So easy for her.
Speed on the way out.
I love this entry into this final throw, triple sow. And just the drama. I mean, the extension, the music is blasting at this point. The audience is hanging on edge, and to finish out a program with this fantastic lift.
At 3 minutes and 45 seconds. This is not a sprint. This is like a 1,200 meter hurdles event. Just grueling and painful from a physical standpoint, but beautiful to watch.
I mean, let's get back to those total program benchmark scores. 190 to 200 is a great program. 200 plus is a phenomenal program. At Skate America this year, they received 191.51. Let's see if they can top that here.
Here is that score for Alisa Efimova and Misha Mitrofanov. 142.87.
Oh my gosh.
For a total of 211.90 into first place. That is a phenomenal score.
Phenomenal by almost 12 points. And so deserved.
Soaring into first place.
I love this team. I love their skating. So deserved.
What a moment.
They represent the Skating Club of Boston. A warm welcome now for Emily Chan and Spencer Howe.
Emily Chan, Spencer Howe, training mates of the last couple. This is just like a normal day at Skating Club of Boston for them. Looking for their first title.
the door was open, and it just felt like the further they got into that program, the more it started to slowly close a little bit more. They were in such a tough position as an athlete. When you're out on that ice and you hear the scores of the skater before, you know what a good score is.
Absolutely.
You know that there's a standing ovation. You feel that energy from hearing everything going on. And what I thought was really interesting, after Emily fell on her opening side-by-side element, you hear Spencer say, "It's okay." And it really speaks to them as a team, and it speaks to them both being aware of the position that they're in. It's so challenging and a lot to mentally push through.
So much communication between couples in a competitive situation. That feeling of the standing ovation, the building erupts into this incredible energy. It fills up to the brim, and then it goes away instantly, and you're left with this void. They were second at the US Championships in 2023. It's not going to be that today.
Ellie, Kam, and Daniil O'Shea on the ice now, getting ready to defend that title. They looked so secure in warm-up. They know what they are up against. They know that Alisa and Misha just had a lights-out skate. And defending a title is so difficult. The pressure you feel, it is just almost insurmountable at times, but it's your job to push through. So
what's so hard to remember is that they earned that title the first time by doing what they do every day, and so then they come out and they feel they need to do something extra. That's not the way to do it. You just go out and you do what you do every day. If you are champion material, that's going to be enough, and they are champion material. So if they can keep that straight in their minds,
they'll be set. But you said it perfectly. They don't need to do anything extra. They just need to skate the way they've been trained.
And here are the scores for Emily Chan and Spencer Howe in their free skate. 114.85 for a total of 183.95, putting them in third place.
Representing the Thunderbirds Figure Skating Club and the Skating Club of New York, here are Ellie Kam and Daniil O'Shea.
So the moment we've all been waiting for, 20-year-old Ellie Kam, 33-year-old Daniil O'Shea, reigning US champions, looking to defend their title. They're skating to Stand By Me by Florence and the Machine, choreographed by Marie-France Dubray.
This is a team that is so fast. They are flying into this opening triple twist. Danny hanging on to that triple toe. Next up, this element is going to be a huge deciding factor. She has struggled in the past. Let's see if her practice pays off. Unable to hang on. Away by that triple Salchow.
Ellie and Danny had an 8-point lead going into this free skate. That last jump pass could have eaten that right up.
When the night has come and the moon is the only light we'll see. As you stand by, so darling,
such a spectacular look late in the program.
No, right at the very end.
Buzzer.
Such a frustrating skate for this team, such a bummer. You can tell that they're disappointed and completely shocking.
That has never happened to them before, I'm sure, and probably will never happen again.
I do have to say, skates like this, when you're so close to accomplishing what you want in your career and it doesn't happen, those are the best learning opportunities. It is so important as an athlete to also know how you don't want to feel, because you can use that to re-motivate you. This team has had success on the international circuit this season. They placed 5th at the Grand Prix final. They have a lot of criteria that they need to make a bid for that World Championship team, but I don't believe that they did enough today to hold on to that title, especially after Alisa and Misha were so strong.
Looking at Alisa and Misha's scores, their 3-jump sequence earned them 8.52 points. We talked about the lead that Ellie and Danny had coming into this free. that 8-point lead. Their 3-jump sequence with the mistakes, they only earned 2.15 points. That's almost the whole lead in that one element, and they made several other errors.
And it can happen so fast. They opened up with this triple twist. This was a nice element for them. Their side-by-side triple toe here. Danny a little bit heavy on his blade coming down. This is a throw triple flip. They really struggle with the throws and standing up. It's very challenging to have that much force coming down, and Ellie hasn't quite figured that out yet as a pair skater. Unable to really carry herself through that combination. That's the element Ben keeps on talking about when we're saying this one 7-point lead can be completely swept away after an element.
Yeah.
When the night has come,
Ben, can you explain
Just
what
coming down
happened?
early.
and the
They
land
lost
is
the contact
dark.
on the way down. It was already a little bit wonky from the... Pulled him right over. And here's the score for Ellie, Kam, and Danny O'Shea.
And their total competition score,
112.38 in the free skate for a total of 189.57. Good enough for third place, but well off of that score that would be needed for a second title.
Wichita, you guys have been such a fantastic audience for us tonight. Let's hear it one more time for all the
Well,
athletes that we've
an
seen.
upset here in the pair event. Alisa Efimova and Misha Mitrofanov with a spectacular win here at the Prevagen US Figure Skating Championships in Wichita.
This is their first title.
Their first title.
And a huge moment. They were just absolutely incredible. Of course, Katie McBeath, Daniil Parkman, another phenomenal skate tonight. And then Ellie, Kam, Danny O'Shea rounding out that top 3. Disappointing night for them, but they have a lot of criteria for the world team, so it's going to be a waiting game to see what happens.
Yes, it will. The selection committee will meet. Right now, it will be, I'm sure, a very difficult meeting. They will figure out who they're going to send to the World Championships. Alisa Efimova and Misha Mitrofanov in their second season together. Silver medalists last year, national champions this year. Very exciting stuff and fantastic skating from them. We will be looking forward to see how they do at the World Championships in their hometown of Boston, Massachusetts.
So excited to have them in Boston on that ice.
It's going to be spectacular. Wow. It has been an incredible event here in Wichita, Kansas.